job hunt? Do you know how to write a compelling... Are you on the job hunt? Do you know how to write a compelling cover letter that showcases your written communication skills and presents you as the ideal candidate? Believe it or not, cover letters are still valued by many employers as a way for applicants to stand out from the crowd. For example, in a survey of 200 hiring professionals by Resume Lab in 2022, 83% of respondents reported that cover letters are important for their hiring decisions. Even when cover letters are not required, 77% of recruiters report giving preference to candidates who send one, and 72% of recruiters still expect them even when they are listed as optional. But what makes a great cover letter? Here are some formatting tips to help you write a winning cover letter that catches the attention of your potential employer. Tip 1. A cover letter should be close to 1 full page length with plenty of white space so it looks like something a hiring manager would like to read rather than a large block of text. Break up your text by adding spaces between paragraphs and using a 1-inch margin. Tip 2. Write your name and contact information the same way you did on your resume. You want the reader to easily recognize when a resume and cover letter comes from the same applicant. Tip 3. It should include the date, the hiring contact name, and the company address. This shows the reader you did some research on the company, and it also makes effective use of the page spacing. If you do not have a contact name or were not successful in finding one, then address it to position title and hiring committee. Tip 4. When writing your salutation, use Dear, contact's name or hiring committee, and use a colon instead of a comma. Avoid phrases like, to whom it may concern, or greetings, because it may give the appearance that you didn't put any effort into learning about the job or employer. Tip 5. The body of the cover letter typically includes 3 to 4 paragraphs. Writing a cover letter is different from writing an essay. Where an essay paragraph will have 5 to 6 sentences, a cover letter paragraph can be as short as 1 to 2 sentences long, depending on the message you need to convey. If your cover letter is too long or has large blocks of text, it could deter a hiring manager from reading about you. It is a good idea to keep the entire cover letter to around 300 words, and keeping it brief shows respect for the hiring manager's time. Tip 6. Include keywords relevant to the position through the body of the text. When you mirror the language used in the job description, you appear as a highly qualified candidate. You also avoid the mistake of writing a generic cover letter that does not clarify your specific qualifications. Good luck formatting your cover letter!
You might be asking yourself, I have all these tips on how to write a cover letter, but what does a good cover letter even look like? Now that you've gained insights on how to format a cover letter, let's explore how each paragraph can be written to knock the socks off potential employers. The first paragraph should instantly grab the reader's attention, show your company knowledge, and explain why you're a good match for the position. It should also include how your education or background can benefit the organization. In the second paragraph and third paragraph if you need it, show how your relevant skills and experience align with the employer's needs. Share 2 to 3 specific examples from past experiences that illustrate why you're qualified. You can also organize some of your accomplishments using bullet points. Just make sure you're not duplicating bullets included in your resume. Your closing paragraph should reiterate why you want the position and facilitate the opportunity for an interview. Then, thank the reader for his or her time. Let's review 2 cover letter examples to understand what works and what doesn't. Notice example A doesn't utilize the entire page effectively. Also, the applicant's name and contact information weren't written in the same format used on her resume. She also used a comma instead of a colon. The opening paragraph doesn't catch the reader's attention and is too generic. This cover letter could be used for any job and lacks a connection to the specific position. On the other hand, example B makes good use of the page and maintains the same formatting for the contact information as she used on her resume. She also found the contact's name and the organization's address, which was used in the salutation along with a colon. The first paragraph includes a sentence that captures the reader's attention, shows the applicant's knowledge of the company, and why she's a good fit for the position. The second paragraph in example A does a poor job connecting the applicant to the position. The applicant lists several skills and competencies she thinks she should highlight regardless of what was mentioned in the job description. Additionally, she does not back up any of her skills and competencies with examples. In example B, notice how the applicant is writing about her experiences that match the keywords and skills mentioned in the job description. This approach is better because the hiring manager can easily recognize that her experience aligns with the job. Compare the closing paragraphs in both examples to see which one you like best. In example A, the applicant generically refers to her skills and skill sets, but doesn't refer to any specific skills, which makes it hard to connect the applicant to the position. In example B, she refers to skills addressed in her cover letter and the job description, which lets the reader connect the applicant to the position. Close the letter with something professional such as regards, best regards, kind regards, etc. Finally, it's important to avoid spelling, punctuation, or grammatical errors. Use professional wording appropriate for the audience and ensure that sentences flow and transitions between paragraphs are logical and effective. So there you have it. With these tips in mind, you'll be well on your way to writing a compelling cover letter that lands you an interview. Good luck with your cover letter.
Have you ever had your clothes tailored? If you have, then you will know how amazing it feels to have your clothes fit perfectly with your body. That is why you tailor your cover letter to the position. When you hear the phrase, tailor your cover letter to the position, what does that mean? Here is an example of tailoring to the position of a human resources internship. And the best thing is, you can do this tip for any job position. Look at this job posting and review it thoroughly. Highlight all the keywords and skills they are looking for in the posting. In this example, they are looking for somebody to help with recruiting and onboarding efforts and to facilitate training and development. They also want someone who is organized and punctual. What else do you see in this job posting that you should highlight? Then choose one or two of your best examples of when you demonstrated one of the highlighted words and write about it to highlight your knowledge and value. Following this advice will help you create a cover letter that captures the reader's attention and helps them recognize you as a qualified candidate for the position. Just like a fine tailored suit can make you look good, a fine tailored cover letter will make you look good. Good luck with your cover letter.